Well, I've passed the 70-hour mark on my save file. That's not the right direction. But yeah, yeah, Otto there. While you were busy saving the world, I studied the blade. That's right. 4 fists are better than 2. We should team up. I would be honored to have you fight at my side. Together, we shall be unstoppable. Except they can't even support each other. We have some conversations here. I need to do some printer things right now, though. Wait, I am curious. What things can I upgrade now? Yes, cool. I thought I was running over a cable I had loose there. Sweet. Those are good things to upgrade. Accessory shop, cool. Smithy, so I can forge up to levels higher than I've even tried to forge anything yet. Cool. I don't know. Arthur would probably see him as like some evildoer. Alright, let's take this. I need this little thingamajig. My little filament trash can here. If I want to recycle some filament where I can. Alright, before we get into Fate stuff, we're just gonna do a little bit of 3D print things for a little bit. Blade anchor. This is the thingamabob that is going to shove into here. Oh yeah, it is a pretty loose fit in this one. It looks like I might still have to press it in a decent bit. But it's going to attach to here, and then that's going to be the anchor for like all this stuff here. And that all. Seems like I might still have to press it in a decent bit though. But not as much as in that version. Alright, shove that in there. Stringy filament all over my desk now. Bah. Bah. Darn you. Ow, it's pulling on my headphone cord. Alright, take this off. Unload this filament. Load. Okay, so a little bit of a fiasco has happened here. Just break off this partially melted part. So yeah, it seems like when this filament spool went all over the place, it did actually wrap up in itself. So I need to unwrap it there. Like this. And then it should be good? Probably? Hopefully it's not tangled somewhere else. It looks like it's probably not. Do one more pull just in case. And it did. Yeah, that is can't even really see on the camera, but that's a thing that's wrapped over itself. This is the first time that this has happened to me. Alright, so just pull it through. Yeah, this is why it's important to make sure that your filament doesn't get tangled. Because it'll just keep on pulling and pulling and not able to get any more. And then everything is awful. Alright, no more tangles. I'm gonna pull it one more time. This is gonna suck to wrap back up. No more tangles, it looks like. Alright, well, now I have filament everywhere that I gotta wrap back up. Without it getting tangled again. Just nice and clean here. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. Should be good. I'm not gonna let that happen again. I'm only a little bit boosted, less than half. Is fine. And I just let go of it. Oh, crap. It didn't get tangled while I did that, right? Time to pull it again! I don't think it did. I think. Alright. This time, I need to pay attention to where the end of it is. Oh, Guzma's more boosted than I am, it looks like. Okay, and then pay attention to where this ends so I don't lose it and let it get tangled in itself again. That would not be good. Okay, hold on to it. Put it onto the thing. Oh. There. Now I can tell to print pins that I need for this. That shouldn't take very long to print. Yeah, this whole beginning of this part, when I cut this up into parts, is just gonna be like the 3D printing part. Give me these. Grab my pliers. Okay. So, for a little bit of something going on the side here during Fire Emblem Fates and for a new use of the secondary camera, I figured let's have this 3D printing project going for a while. And we are at the point now that we can start some assembly. Is the case. Grisma's almost boosted as you and Carvia combined, only off by 7. So real close there. Like, first of all, the little grip here of the Master Sword and this, I believe they just go on like this. Yeah. That's satisfying. There we go. And then we have the new grip of a new Master Sword here. And then, the blade anchor is going to come into here. Somehow, I might need to really shove it in there some way, somehow. Some of this I'll probably do on my own time between sessions. Because I think that that needs to be flush to the thing there. That I don't currently know how to... Oh, I got it, actually. Never mind. There. Like that. Okay. And then my pommel pieces. There's 1. There's 2. I know that these basically snap on together. Wow. Like this for the very bottom. Around here. These ones have some stuff that I need to peel off, though. Is the case? Oh, I'm gonna need these pins before I actually snap them on. But, there's all this stringy plastic all over my desk now from all this. That is melted. The camera probably can't even see because it's so fine. But it's literally like spider silk, essentially. It has like these flat little bits here that need to not be there. Where apparently the reason for them being there and part of the design is like because it helps keep the whole thing stuck to the print bed so it doesn't peel when it has this whole surface to be stuck to the bottom of it with. But now I'm gonna peel this off because I don't need it. But I'm also first going to grab any droopies. Put that in my little filament bin. It's gonna start printing pins. So a lot of this is kept together with pins that go into holes like that one there that you slot in, and then it keeps stuff together. So I probably have some other spare pins around here. These ones might be slightly smaller to allow for a loose fit. I might just clean this all up a whole bunch like between sessions because, yeah, I mean, I'll say anyone's opposed to 3D print streams while we're in the middle of Fire Emblem Fates, but it is kind of exciting to be at the point that we can basically start doing assembly and stuff here and having our little on-stream project come together here. Something that takes a little bit longer. Because yeah, I've been going at this for a little while. The blade is probably what's going to take a really long time. And I'm not quite sure what color I want to print the blade in. Because I have this light gray that I printed this in. But I also have like a metallic silver thing, but it's also really dark. So it might fit the theme of like a more Twilight Princessy Master Sword where the colors are a bit darker. But it, my silvery gray is the same thing that I printed the case of this hidden blade out of, that I've been trying to. It's this kind of color, which actually printed out doesn't look too bad, but it's a little bit darker than this, and it's meant to look a little bit more metallic. But I don't know if that's the color that I want to print for a Master Sword or not. I'm not entirely certain here. Alright, well that's that stuff peeled off of the one here, and then here's what the thingamabob looks like without the flat bit there. And then the other pommel piece in my lap here. Sure, let's do a little bit of assembly. Like, those pins will probably not take too long to print. It'll probably be finished printing before I'm done with support conversations and stuff. I'll see how much of this I even remember how to assemble from the last time. I'm gonna combine Fire Emblem 3D printed by 3D. I'm printing a Fire Emblem Fates cart? What's a Fire Emblem Fates cart? Like, cartridge? Do you mean? If only. There are some Fire Emblem designs that I found online. When I sent Carvia, like, a whole bunch of 3D printed thingamabobs. A cartridge, yeah. If only. If only I could do so. I wouldn't be able to print any of the mechanical stuff inside any of the, like, circuit board, random crap, whatever is in there. But the actual case for a cartridge could probably be easily 3D printed, technically. And there's some... If you had, like, blank, cartridge insides of 3DS games, and like custom firmware 3DS or stuff on your computer to just like copy the data over, and then you 3D printed the cartridge case, that is probably a thing that you could do, actually, if you never let the Nintendo ninjas catch wind. So this is not financial advice? That's not the best way to say it. This is not game acquiring advice, I should disclose here, but it's probably something that's possible. And yeah, there we go. And that's an open thing. And then these, I believe, will basically clamp around here. Yeah. With a pin in it later. There's just enough slot for the grip. So it'll clamp on like that. And this is our bottom of this Master Sword that we've been printing during the Fate Streamer streams here. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. The point is to print just the case of the cart and then pretend to sell a copy of Fates on eBay for hundreds of dolans. Ah, yes, that's the way to go. Where were my, are they the pieces that I put over on the left there? I think that they were. Well, I was moving a bunch of stuff here recently when my little cousin was spending the night, and I had a whole bunch of 3D printed crap all over the place. I think these are my good ones. Previous prints. Let's see here. So we printed those during previous streams. I printed one of these during one of the Fate streams, and I printed this during like some other streams since it's just mirror of the same kind of thing. And they have the same little flat bit there that is just for keeping it stuck to the print bed that I'll just peel off here and stuff. Maybe I should put on some other tunes while this is going on. Hold on. I open volume mixer. I'm muting Citra. What? I muted Citra though. Alright, it doesn't work. Never mind. We're jamming out to this, or...
Is there a plan?
What if I do, like... This is a cool theme, like the battle preparation theme. And then I feel like I'm preparing something real cool here. Also, do I have any other random pins on my desk? I don't think so. I don't think I do. Road taken, please? We can do road taken. Whoops. Road taken do be good. Yeah, let me just peel some of this stuff off. That is no longer needed. No longer needed here. But yeah, so... The story behind this, again, is that Nishara Nerd a while back sent me a Pyra and Mithra amiibo because I couldn't find one here. And I was like, wow, that's super kind of you. Is there anything that I can do in return? And he had mentioned, like, a playthrough, if I had time for that, of his favorite games, Baiten Kaidos, or however the heck that's pronounced. I was like, yeah, that might be the one thing that I can't do, considering how crazy, like, my schedule is around here. I don't know if I have much time to add much else, especially, like, long things. It was like, okay, don't worry about it then. And this was, like, middle of last year, whenever the Pyra and Mithra amiibos came out, shortly after that. I was like, oh, but I should, like, 3D print some stuff and send to him as, like, a token of gratitude. Because I always try to return favors. Sometimes I'm just a little late, since this will be, like, not quite a year after, but a little ways after. Sometimes I'm a little bit late to returning favors. And I saw this Master Sword design online, and I printed it out, and I made this thing. But it didn't exactly turn out super well. It didn't assemble nice. Road Taken is such a good song. It makes you long for better days. Yeah, it's a really good piece. But yeah, hello again, Hikari. Usually in May and November is usually when we do them. At the end of May is also a, apparently another LAN party. I went to this LAN party last month, not 2 months ago now, because it's March. Jan LAN, it was called. Apparently that same group is hosting another LAN party in May, and I'm gone for the first half of May. I'm gonna be in Texas. And, so I'm getting back halfway through May, and then towards the end of May is this gaming event. And I might not also mind doing a 24-hour charity stream around that time, considering I usually do that around that time. But the question is, if this event is going on, I still need to get more details on it and figure out what's going on with that. Do I do a 24-hour charity stream, the 10th 24-hour charity stream, while at this LAN party in this community hall? So, most likely in May, maybe in June if I need to push it back to do this other gaming event first. But, there is a chance that I might do one in May at this community hall with, like, a whole bunch of other people in the venue, and I'd just be up, like, much longer than anybody else, probably. Is maybe what I do. I might drive my Fargo truck there and set up a tent in the back like I did with Fragapalooza this last year, because it was actually really comfortable. And by May, it'll be warm enough to warrant doing that. At Janland, I just slept in my chair in the venue because it was winter outside. No way I was sleeping in a vehicle. So, yeah. I don't know entirely what I'm going to be doing for May, but sometime around then, I'd still like to do a 24-hour charity stream because I usually do around that time. You know that 100% speedrun of Baten Kaidos is 300 hours long? Yeah, I can't imagine speedrunning that kind of category. I'll happily sit at my top 10 spot on Mario vs. Donkey Kong, though. Like the pro speedrunning legend that I am. That's something that I don't think I've mentioned during Fire Emblem Fates, interestingly enough. I'll continue my story about this sword in a hot second. But when I play through Mario vs. Donkey Kong on this channel, I beat the main game in a singular session, which means that technically counts as a run, so I submitted it to speedrun.com. And let's see here. If I just search up what the new Mario vs. Donkey Kong right here. The look at that. I'm so fast. Well, the camera's blocking it, the 3D print cam. I'm so fast. Like, I know the world record might be an hour, 13 minutes, but come on, 5.5 hours is pretty damn close. Like, come on. So, yeah, when I first submitted this, I was number 6, was the case. But yeah, I'm like one of the world's fastest Mario vs. Donkey Kong players. Clearly, like, who cares if some are faster than me? It's like a negligible time difference. So, yeah, anyway. Just speaking about speedruns there. I'm a pro speedrunner now, I'll have you know. So, yeah, where's Citra here again? There's a Yu-Gi-Oh game that's a 96-hour speedrun, and at any time you can get Exodia and the run is over. I've seen clips of that happening, of people getting Exodia during that run. And, it's so funny, but also so sad at the same time. But yeah, anyway, the design of this, if I take off my little 3D printed dragon here, just put him down there for now, it didn't really fit together all that well. I don't know if it was meant to be printed with a smaller nozzle diameter or something like that, or if I'm just like over extruding filament, like a little bit too much plastic is coming out. But this is a print that is meant to just like friction fit together, no glue involved. There's a little bit of glue involved here on the side, because it just did not want to slot together like at all. The pommel here I was able to slot together without too much issue. I think I noticed a little bit late that one of these didn't print all that well at like the top there, where can't even see it. You can sort of see how it didn't print super well at the this being the top here, like the other side for comparison, where it's just like flat and smooth, and here at a certain layer it got not so great. The blade pieces do not slot together properly. Like, I shoved these together and you can see that it cracked right down here by shoving them together. And I did print the entire blade, and I shoved the pieces together in twos, and every single one of the blade pieces cracked on the way down there. And you can see like a decent bit of a crack alongside there because these pieces did not exactly slot well together. You can see another crack up here because slotting this stuff together did not exactly work super well. And these crossguard pieces, I've probably broken like 4 or 5 of these trying to slot these together. And then this one here didn't even print properly at the top. It quit on like these top layers, so it prints flat like this and goes upward. And well, I guess that means the top layers would actually be this. So I don't know why on these specific layers it just did not do super well, but these pieces just came off. So you can just see into it on that side. It is not exactly super great. But I just told myself I've already broken so many of these pieces. If this doesn't slot together, I'm throwing the whole thing in the recycle. And it actually slotted together without breaking. Like, these pieces would literally give out from the sheer pressure I had of pushing them together before they actually properly slotted together. And so I kind of tried to semi-salvage this print by just printing a base for it instead, and deciding like, hey, it'll be like a little display sword like this, but not like a full-sized blade. And that's what became of this here, and Okie doke, take care of their Lancer. But, and I was still thinking like, oh, maybe I'll just send this to Nishar as a display piece, but then that also doesn't feel like super great because I'm sending like a not-so-great version of it. And I found, as I was looking around online at similar designs, that there was a remixed version of this design called Loose Fit, which is just the same thing, but there's like more tolerance, to the point that you might need to use glue, it was said, where the original creator remixed it. He was like, yeah, I've gotten a lot of comments from people saying that like they can't slot it together, like it's just not working. So here's a loose fit version with a little bit more tolerance, but you might need to use glue in this version because it's a looser fit, is the case. So that's what I'm printing here. And with that, I might be able to print the full blade, is the idea. So this little failure of mine in my hand is just going to be like a little display piece here. I'll put my dragon back around it here. That's what I'll do because he's just big chillin'. So that can just like chill here or go on a shelf of mine somewhere someday. My little failure print. But, oh my goodness. It's just turned after midnight. Like, just now. And there is a friend of mine that is 1 day older than me. And I always wish him happy birthday on his birthday. So yesterday I said, happy birthday, old man, half an hour after midnight. And he said, thank you, young man. And just now, at 12:01 a.m., he texted me saying, happy birthday, young man. And I'll write, thank you, old man. We've known each other all our lives through the German bilingual program. I was like, who the heck is texting me at this hour? Yeah, I guess I'm 25 now. That's scary. I don't like that. Anyway, my story here. So yeah, this is supposed to be a bit of a loose fit version. It should go a little bit better together. I might need to use some glue to keep it together. But yeah, so like the pins go into either side here. And then the idea is that you shove it together and that's never coming apart again. Is the idea. So it's printing the pins right now that I'll use to shove it together. And then these kind of go on either side here, like this. And you shove the whole thing together. And then you'll have the whole piece here that we've been working at printing for a little while here. I need the little fake gem things here I printed. Here's one. And then here's two. It should stay together with the blade anchor, even though this is kind of very loosely in. Because the bottom of this kind of slots around the... I'll probably post, like, the link to this make in the description, so that's basically what the stream has turned into. But yeah, I believe that these then slot into here as you push it down, and then it's like that. Wow. I might actually need the first blade piece before I can start shoving those together. I can properly affix the pommel when those are done printing, but yeah, I might just have to chill out until the first piece of the blade, this right here, is printed, and then I can start, like, really going ham on putting some stuff together here. But we're getting close. We are getting close, and then as it comes together, we can, like, assemble more and more of it. Well, not the entire thing. If I'm sending it to Germany, then I can't assemble the whole thing. I'll have to have it in some pieces. But this can still be one piece and be good. And we're already at this, or we will be at this when the pins are done printing and I properly slot this together. But we're at this, at least. So wait for those pins to print. And then as for the blade itself, I think the filament that I use, let's see here, I have a bunch of stuff. I think I used my light was the case, if I can find where the heck I right here. So the filament that I used, which I don't even have a lot of anymore, I think I have a new one, but this is the color that I used for the blade on that one, where, yeah, it's a light gray, and that could work. I could do that again. Do I have another thing with it? Yeah, I do have another light gray, so I can use this if I want. I'm not going to run out, luckily. But I also have this silvery gray that is a lot darker. It looks like this. And I don't know if that would look good for a blade of a Master Sword, because, I mean, the Master Sword is a pretty light blade, is the case. It's not a, I don't think it's a very dark blade. So, between my two options here, because the blade is basically the next thing I have to start printing. Like, but this is all metallic and shiny and be kind of cool, whereas this is just a single color. So I don't know. Are there cases where the Master Sword is kind of darker and stuff? Would that look cool? I could print a piece and see what it looks like. Out of curiosity. Master Sword. Would that look cool? Because, yeah, it's usually a lighter blade. Sometimes it's even a kind of light blue, like this. But yeah, it's typically a more shiny kind of light metallic there. And this is a darker one. Master Sword Twilight Princess. What does that one look like? Is it darker? I mean, this metallic might work then. Might look kind of cool. And yeah, I'm going with like the dark purple and stuff. Like, this looks like it might be pretty close to my metallic-y stuff there. It might look kind of cool. Yeah, and this is fitting with it. Maybe I'll try my metallic one. That's what I might give a go to after these pins are done printing here. Maybe. I might just. Is there any other little pieces that I need? Pins are basically done. No, don't cool down. I want you to stay warm. So do that. Do I have all the other pieces that I need? I should do like a bit of an inventory here. I have so much 3D printed crap all over here right now. There's those. I has two little gemmy things that I can put here. The hilt embellishments, it looks like I have here. The things that slot into the side. And the yellow. I have the ring that'll lock the cross guard together. From a previous stream, I think that's all the 3D printed pieces here. Is there anything else little that I need? So there's the pins I have, the embellishments I have the cross guards. Here's pins. I have the stuff with the pommel. Yeah, it should just anchor pin. I forget what that is. While I'm loaded in black, I may as well print it. I don't remember what piece that is, but that sounds like something important. So let's take filament off of here. Here's my little pins that are going to help keep this thing together. So take off these. Take off that. This back here. Then it felt like I ran over a little filament thing that I'd lost. A little speck of plastic. Ow, I hit my funny bone again. Oh, did I find it? Oh yeah, that's a little piece of plastic. Okay, sure. Print that. Grab Adrian's. I don't know if there really was any. But yeah, now I should be able to take one of these tiny little pins I have here that you can barely see. Shove it into the thing here. Yeah, that is definitely a much looser fit. And then, so maybe I'll glue this together properly sometime later. Because yeah, this is not going to stay together as is like that. So I can slot it together like that for now. But I'm going to need to actually glue it. But that's fine. And this is actually snapping pretty much all the way together. I'm fairly certain on this one. There's like a decent bit of a gap that you can... There's like a little bit of a gap that you can see between the top pommel bits. Because it didn't quite fully slot together. Whereas this is looking a lot more clean. Well, you can still see a little bit of a gap, but it's better, I think. I don't know. My hotkey to go back to 3DS is here. So, yeah, this should turn out a little bit better, I think. We'll see. We'll see here how it goes. Okay. Whoops, I opened the wrong Citra. I opened the most recent one. No, I want my old one because that doesn't crash when I'm playing Fire Emblem Fates. Okay. So that's what's going on with the 3D print situation and our little project that we are doing alongside Fire Emblem Fates here and stuff. All right, persuade him. Persuade Gazak. One of these days I'll go into that save data editor and slap in that guy that I missed because oops.
Done already?
Because whoops. This may take a while. Yeah, that's fine. He'll be persuaded eventually. Just you wait. Give me some of those. Let's go feed my weird fish dragon thing. Here you go. I mean, yeah, maybe I'll just start printing the blade next time. I wouldn't mind getting to bed at a decent hour today if I do want to do like a during the day stream tomorrow, technically today. I've been streaming for about 6 hours already. Alright, yeah. Your HP can still go up eventually here, and yeah, he's level 99 or whatever the heck. So, yeah, let's see here. Percy would like to have a little bit of a chat with Soleil. Soleil's been called to HR, being run by Percy. Ah, Percy. Did Ace hit it off with the dragon I brought by earlier? That look on your face is a no, I'm guessing. Sorry, Soleil. This one ran away too. The 7th one. Why is Ace so picky? He probably doesn't like being alone that long with a strange dragon. Must be why he snaps at them like that. Snaps at him? Everything's fine when I'm with them, but as soon as they're alone, it's horrible. Those poor dragons. I was trying to fix them up. I have an idea. Percy, are you okay leaving Ace with me for a while? What for? What are you up to? Going to drill into his head the right way to treat a lady. But you don't understand. Ace is special. Percy? Alright, you can have him. Holy Soleil, you're kind of scary today. Nipping at his dates, is he? I'll bring a stop to that. Oh, okay. Sorry about all this mess, Soleil. Here, support level B. Yeah, it's printing one last anchor that'll keep things together, and I don't even remember where exactly it goes. But is somewhere. They've got new support. You really are a sight to see on the battlefield, Sophie. You and Ava seem to move as one. Thank you. If only I could get him to act the same way off the battlefield. Good morning, Reggie Bump. He is a cantankerous one, isn't he? He is, but I love him anyways. I was so happy when Daddy gave him to me. Like you, I didn't get to see my parents very much growing up. So Ava felt like something that connected me to Daddy, even when he wasn't around. Sort of like how you said you wear your hair that way to honor your caretakers. I see. We're like two peas in a pod then, aren't we? Yeah, I guess we are. You know, Sophie, I feel as though we've grown quite close over time. I feel the same way, Shigure. It has been an honor fighting next to you. Likewise. I want you to know that I will always have your back, no matter what. I expect nothing less from you, friend. But with hair like that, you might want to keep your good eye on your enemies. Hey, I told you I see just fine. I'm teasing. Hey, Shigure? Shigure, come back! Alright, support level A, and then we have Secret and Ignatius here. Oh, and they'll be able to get their support up to the A+ if they want. Yeah! At it again, huh? Yes. What of it, Ignatius? I thought I told you, you can't die on the battlefield. We need you to lead us. Men like me can die on the battlefield. Oh, would you give it a rest? Nobody's role in this army is to die. I apologize. I'm sorry, Ignatius. I let my emotions get the best of me. I appreciate your concern, and believe me, I do understand my role. But I refuse to stand idly by while my friends risk their necks for me in battle. I respect that, but if you die, who will lead us? Oh, I don't intend on dying, Ignatius. I'm sorry for questioning you, Siegbert. I see now what you're truly made of. I, for one, will be proud to carry your banner into battle, at your side. That means a lot to me, Ignatius, and I would be honored to fight side by side with you any day of the week. Let's live to see the end of this war, and forge a peaceful future for all. Well spoken, sir. You can count on me. There we go. So, what was it that I wanted here? So, yeah, Secret wanted to A+ with Ignatius, because his options were Force, Troubadour. I guess you could get, like, Tomebreaker from that, I think. Oh, let me double check the Troubadour class set and the things that it gives. Yeah, that leads up to Tomebreaker with Butler. There's Inspiration with Strategist and stuff. But yeah, I don't know if I really need that. Oh, Knives, Siegbert didn't know that you could spell Kamikaze without Kyle. Yeah, so he can support with Kana M. I was about to say, like, why don't I support with Kana? But it's male Kana. So his options are Ignatius Knight or Force Troubadour. But he already has access to Cavalier, so Knight would just give him, like, Knight and General stuff if he wants it, which isn't even listed as things that he wants here in, like, my current build plans, so I don't even necessarily have to do that. I just put it down there as, like, what I figured was the most useful kind of thing. And Ignatius was planning on supporting with Percy, but it honestly doesn't really matter, so I don't actually need to lock in any A's, because I don't plan on using anything Rabob's there. But, yeah, I don't want to stay up too late, and, probably wrap it up here pretty soon. I might do a little bit of setup that I might just keep on streaming for, because otherwise I'll just be doing it on my own time, and it doesn't really make any difference to me, honestly. Because it is currently 4th of March, just after midnight, 2024. I am now 25 years old on this day, and I've made it a little bit of a tradition around here of streaming like a full playthrough of something short on my birthday each year. And I wasn't entirely sure what to do this year here. For the first few years of the channel, I did Sly Cooper 1, 2, and then 3 for 3 years in a row. And then it was either the following year or the year after that there was two things that happened. I forget which was which. But there was one year where my internet was down completely. Nothing was working. And I went over and played video games with my cousin's kiddos and had like a little bit of a family gathering thingamabob there. And that was how that was spent. And the other year was Triangle Strategy came out. So, I mean, I could just look up when Triangle Strategy came out and then know what years was. Congrats, appreciate it, Reggie Bump. Hold on. Triangle strategy. I think that came out in 2022? Yeah, 2022. And then, okay, so maybe it was last year, 2023, that the internet was down and I didn't do anything? Maybe? Did I do anything in 2023? I don't remember. Should I just look it up on my channel here? Hold on. Hold on a hot second. Because now I'm curious. Like, what the heck was I doing? Hold on a hot second here. Hey, it's 0.2 now. It was a 0.1 the last time I saw it. Cool. Oh, I hate this screen. Let me just click the thing from my Discord server that brings me to the full shelf. You used to be able to click this and go to a page that had all the things. But now, here. Click this. There we go. Then I'll see a whole bunch more at once. This is what it used to direct you to, instead of bringing that stupid pop-up. Anyway, so this is in reverse chronological order, so I can narrow it down to what was around March 4th, 2023. When did this come out? This was March 28th. Okay, I'm close. I'm already close. So, Mr. Saito, I played on March 24th, so I was around the same time there. Metroid Prime Remastered. Yeah, so I played it until, like, the day after my birthday, I guess. Hold on. And I started that in February. And this is sorted reverse chronologically by start date. And I wouldn't have Did I start Octopath Traveler 2 on that? It was at the end of February. Okay, so I didn't do anything last year at all. So maybe it was last year that my internet was down and I went and did stuff. I think, because, yeah. I just played the new release of Triangle Strategy in 2022. Control F. Where the heck is Triangle Strategy? Here it is. There it be. And that wasn't like a full playthrough start to finish. Oh, and then maybe it was this year as well? That yeah, it released on that day, but I played it the day after. Wait, have I just not done things for the past 2 years in a row? Or maybe I was just streaming something that was already on my schedule? Or something? Maybe this tradition isn't as traditional as I thought. But, I know for the first few years, yeah, Sly Cooper trilogy, like the first few years of my channel here in general, I started my channel in 2018, so I didn't do anything in the first year. But yeah, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus played March 4th, 2019. Sly 2 Band of Thieves played March 4th, 2020. Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves played March 4th, 2021. And it was just like 3 years in a row, and it was fun, and I had a great time. I like that. And part of me has thought before, like, what if I just restart it from the beginning again? Like, what if I just do, like, Sly 1 again? And then, like, that, yeah. And then do 2, and then 3 in the following years. And I've thought about that, but at the same time, I kind of want to do other things that are, like, important to me, that are short enough that can be beaten in one session. But I just wasn't sure what it was. The thing that I was talking about earlier in the stream was potentially Pokemon Conquest. Because while that can be an insanely long game, the main story itself, I know is short. I can beat that in one session. So that's what I've been leaning towards lately, is the case. And now it's like the day of, so I should probably like decide here anyway. So that's why I'm continuing to stream, is I'm thinking about potentially setting up a Pokemon Conquest layout, because I don't have anything set up. Other things that, what are other things that are on my list of games that I want to play here one day? Let's see here. I have it in like this Discord server that I just use to keep track of stuff and send myself messages. There's a lot of Legend of Zelda games that I'd like to play eventually, like Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds on this channel, but those are not one session things. There's Pokken Tournament that I could do, but like I'd get bored. No, my memory tells me that I can get through it, the main story, and then just have it be one of those games that I do on the side, like with the additional stories for however long, if I ever feel like doing so. When we were talking about it earlier, I pulled up my old Conquest save on my 3DS and saw that I had 119 hours in it because I 100%ed it. So like, I should be pretty good with Pokemon Conquest now. I think I can do it. Because yeah, I don't want to add anything too crazy to, I don't want to add anything that's going to be long, considering I'm actually pretty on top of this now that we're in like the final push here. This is going to take forever, this is going to take forever. One more session here, this is going to take a while. One more session of each of these. And this is probably going to take a while. And this is coming out too, that'll probably be short. But like my stream schedule is already pretty crazy. So I might not want to add too much, but at the same time, I do kind of want to play something really cool to me. Yeah, Pokemon Conquest is an option there. Pokemon Tournament is even shorter, according to how long to beat, which I've logged in my thingamabob here. Here, I can show like a little smidge of my thingamabob here. Even Conquest, so we can now play Conquest. Well, I get some sleep first and then like stream during the day. But yeah, I have like some things here that are like, here's individual games that I'd like to cover. Like, I have up here, like, hey, here's some series that I'd like to cover stuff in one day. But here's, like, individual games in series. This would be really fun one day. I don't know if I'd do that on P-Day, though. And this would be really boring, because it's just, like, against the CPUs for however long is the case. It would be a throwback to, like, my early channel days, though. Because the first couple things I was streaming were Smash 4, Pokemon Tournament, and then later I started Dead by Daylight. I wonder if you can find, like, any Pokemon Tournament stuff on my channel still. Like, you won't be able to find any VODs, but you might be able to find clips. Hold on. Not video producer. Hold on. I'm curious. Clips of my channel. Now I'm curious. Is there literally any clips here of my channel with nope? Under clips I've created? Because sometimes it does it differently here. Pokemon Tournament DX? No, there's nothing. There's actually nothing. There used to be things. I don't know why Pokemon Pinball is apparently 15 hours. I've never played Pokemon Dash, but I don't have any attachment to that. How long is Poke Park, I wonder? How long to beat Poke Park? I don't think I'd do that. About 8 hours? I own Poke Park 2. I rented Poke Park 1. I never beat it. Dang it. If this was earlier, I should have done like a poll in the Discord server. But like, oh, and this is me keeping track of like how on top of the games that I wanted to play in like each following year. I did not do as much stuff here as I wanted. And then stuff that I didn't complete there like gets carried over into the following year. This is in progress, this is in progress. I did that. I don't know if I'll get to these other things or not. But yeah. A fine quality game that was Poke Park. It is good, I do like it. I do like me some Poke Park. But like, I'm still wondering, like, I wouldn't mind doing Pokemon Conquest, but I also wouldn't mind saving it for later where I can, like, really, really sink my teeth into it. I mean, like, on my little list here of things I want to do eventually, I want to redo Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, I want to do, like, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 3 in the first place. If I did those, it wouldn't be in one session. I mean, I guess that's what the case with Triangle Strategy was. Because, yeah, in the early channel days, it's like I did PMD 1, I did PMD 2, and I did Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. I never did Gates, and the quality of these kind of suck, because it was my early channel days. So, like, it is awful. So I want to redo this playthrough, and, what was I doing with the Chapter 7 Part 3? I didn't just call them individual parts, because I was a bit of a weirdo. I'm the only one with a like here. Yeah, this is the way that was. I'm still in the exact same room here, that much hasn't changed. But it,
there's at least one expeditioner across
it's,
at this point.
Different times. I'm not really a big fan of Gates, so I don't know if I'd want to do that. But I do love Super Mystery Dungeon. But, like, I also don't want to add too much right now. And it's the... But it is also my final university semester. So maybe it'd be really cool to add, like, a playthrough that goes on slightly longer to it while not taking too long. And then maybe I do post-game after after I'm done with university. Because it... Not only am I now right at the midpoint of my 20s, which is a big thing, it's also my final semester of university, which means that, like, maybe this year's game should actually be, like, a big one that's really, really important to me, is what would make sense logically. Apparently, the devs behind Pokemon had some credit building the models for the mainline games. Oh, really? That's interesting. I could go browse my shelf there and see what kind of games there are, and see if there's any, like, the things that I've long forgotten about that I want to play. I need to pull stuff out from in front of it. Part of me is now thinking about doing Super Mystery Dungeon. But, like, I know it's kind of a bad idea. But 25 and final semester of university. I'm gonna look up my game shelf. I'm gonna see if I come up with any ideas. Right now, the two games I have on my head are Super Mystery Dungeon and Pokemon Conquest. Those... That's what okay. That's what I have in my head right now, but, like, let's see here. What video games do I have? I could probably move my camera and, like, show some things here. Let's see. There's the Sly games. Oh, there's Super versus the Red Baron. Wait, that one's good. Wait, wait, how long to beat Snoopy versus the Red Baron? I actually love that game. Hold on. I love that game. Oh, and that one's a short one, I think. Wait, does it not show? Man, I actually love this game though. It's so good. Did I click the wrong thing? Main story about 4.5 hours, main story inside 7.5. I could do that in one session. This game actually slaps. I used to play a lot of this as a kiddo. I'm kind of tempted now. I don't know. I don't know though. But I kind of forgot that that was on my shelf there. That one's a good game. I think my favorite bits are definitely the boss battles. This game actually got like really cool at points. Huh. Now this is on my list of like, I might not mind doing that. Hold on, what other things do I have here? Hold on a hot second. He has, wow. I think that was Pokemon Conquest. It's a more shovelware game, so back that way. Yeah, I don't think. What do I have here? I would love to play Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door. I don't know if my mic is picking this up. It looks like it just barely is. That's gonna take a while, and the remake is coming out. Coliseum. Okay, let me just put stuff on the side here. Game Boy Color, get out of here. Here's this figure that I won at Janland in a giveaway that they did. What kind of Wii games do we have here? Smash Bros. Brawl, I've covered that. Skyward Sword, I've covered that. Twilight Princess, I'll do that one day. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, I've covered that. Arm Man, I don't know. I used to really like Donkey Kong Country on the Wii. That one was real good, but that might take a little while there. Wii Sports Resort, that was good. SpongeBob's Boating Bash was pretty good. Was there a campaign in SpongeBob's Boating Bash? I don't remember. Get out of here, amiibo. There's Rayman Raving Rabbids stuff there. There's Pokemon Battle Revolution. That one's kind of cool. Nintendo DS games. There's all the Pokemon things. There's Plants vs. Zombies for the Nintendo DS. I don't know. Legend of Zelda. What are my 3DS games here? Xenoblade covered it. Smash Bros. I guess covered it. Super Mystery Dungeon, that was already on the list. Fire Emblem covered it. Fire Emblem covering it right now. Fire Emblem will cover it one day. Mario and Luigi in progress. Bravely Default 2nd, I've done it. Whole bunch of the Pokemons. Hyrule Warriors, I've covered it. Legend of Zelda, I've covered it. Except for Link Between Worlds. Luigi's Mansion, I've covered it. Mario 3D Land, I've covered it. Wii U games, they're all on the Switch now except for Xenoblade X for the stuff there. All the Switch games I would have covered already. Okay, so yeah, I think. Oh, I'll just put this on this box for now. Whoa. If the cable wants to actually behave. I'll keep this thing still. It's not like there's much left to this little anchor print. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe Snoopy versus the Red Baron is what I'm thinking here. Maybe. I actually love that game. But yeah, I have to unfortunately go now. Enjoy your birthday. Well, dude. Take care there, Reggie Bump. I might just do it. Huh. It's been a really, really long time since I've played this game. But it wouldn't add anything all that crazy to the schedule. I could keep on committing and all that. After the Sly game, Snoopy vs. the Red Baron was probably like my next favorite game that I had on the PlayStation. I never got into like any of the other big ones. Was the case any of the big names on the PS2, because I know the PS2 was kind of like the golden era a lot of people see for like PlayStation stuff, and there were so many big IPs on it, and I never really played any of them except for Sly. Most of my other games there are like random shovelware kind of crap. But the Sly games, I got really into those. And then Snoopy versus the Red Baron, I actually had a lot of hours in this game and had a lot of fun. Huh. But like, I don't know. It's not quite as important to me as something like Sly or like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So part of me is tempted to do Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, but just acknowledge that I'm not getting through the full thing. I don't know. My favorite Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game is 2. I already have a recent playthrough of that. There's no point in doing that, I don't think. I've already done, like, PMD 1 and Rescue Team DX, and I basically 100%ed Rescue Team DX almost. Like, my sweet 99%. This would add the least stuff. Super Mystery Dungeon would be, like, the coolest one there. Pokemon Conquest would be fun, but I don't know. I don't know here. Decisions. I should have come to a proper decision at some point before tonight even. Is what I should have done. These are all the games that we've covered over the years on this channel. Yeah. I do have another 3DS Pokemon game coming up that I really wanted to cover, being X and Y. But I'll figure out something proper for that. It might be a Soul Link, it might be a Nuzlocke, it might just be a casual playthrough, it might be a randomizer. I'll play it this summer. But like, yeah, I don't know. Decisions. Part of me just doesn't even want to do anything. Like, not do any stream, not do anything this year, and just do nothing. Essentially, is the case. But like, I don't know. I know that 25 is a big one, and that the end of my university semester is a big thing here. So I think it might be cool to do something special for that, and then in the coming days see what I can do about getting through all the other stuff that I'm figuring out here. Just randomly boot up Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon tomorrow. Like, surprise! Do I still have my save data from the thingamabob that I did forever ago here? I don't need an update. Hold on. I'm curious. Where the heck is the, that's Gates. Here, it's this. I'm curious. Here, I can save and quit on, Fire Emblem Fates now. That's what I can do. As much as I love Rotaken. Is this why I muted in the volume mixer earlier or something? Is this what I did? Yeah, Gates is short, but I also don't really like Gates. Yeah, I still have this. Oh, that's kind of loud. Yeah. I mean, I can just copy my save data. It took me 18.5 hours when I played it before. Which isn't too bad. Is this just, like, default graphics here? I wonder if there's any, like, custom textures or anything like that for this game. Here, turn this down. I am tempted. Part of me is a little bit tempted here. Hold on. Is there, like, Game Banana mods? Boot Bop. Because that's what I found for Fire Emblem Fates. I'm just curious. Super Mystery Dungeon. Oh, well, that's done. Cool. I think I'm done printing for tonight. So, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, Pikachu. Player model. Soundtrack, Scarf for Lucario. These are all mods, right? Where's the sky opening? Section any mods? Mods. Oh, game. Yeah. Yeah, I quite like Super Throughout. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Is the case. I thought the partner reveal was actually pretty cool. Don't really need to search term. Search. Said search. What do you mean? Just show me all of them. Mods? There's no way there's that many for the thing. Please fill out this field. I don't have a term! Texture. No submissions found. Just show me all the mods that have been made for it. No? Games. I hate this site sometimes. That. Yeah, section. Mods. Curious. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, okay, it's just like this. Stuff. Yeah, I don't know. What the heck? This is a completely different video game. I just want to see the things for this specific game. Is what I want. that. Ah. I'm curious here. Oops, I can't spell apparently. Yeah, use custom textures, but have people made custom textures and stuff? Is that a thing that has been made? High resolution texture pack thing for Super Mystery Dungeon? Looks kind of nice. Yeah, so you can do that. Use AI to upscale a bunch of files. That's cool. Yeah. Alright, well, someone did a thing. Part of me is still wondering about Snoopy versus the Red Baron. Potentially. I don't know. I'm in debate. Right now I'm between Super and Snoopy versus the Red Baron. Is kind of the case. I don't know. Here, let's put on some music. Do I have my DVD stream playlist open here somewhere? Probably on one of my bazillion tabs. Let's see. Here's my DVD stream playlist. Here's, let's put this on shuffle for a hot second. Sylvalum Night. Oh, but there's the piano arrangement version from Xenoblade X. That one's super calming and chill and stuff. Quite like that one. Yeah, I don't know. Printer's still cooling down back there. Maybe something that'll figure out tonight. Rather than like stalling on stream and stream here of not being able to come to a decision. If I didn't have Explorers done recently already, then I'd just do that. It's like, yeah, how much do I want to commit when it's like this situation? And my games that I'm developing and stuff that are definitely keeping me busy here. Things are a little bit all over the place. Is what's going on here. And I can show what the progress on one of my games here has been looking like. What's been going on with that? One of the things that keeps me busy. If it loads here, it'll be a hot second. Yeah, if only there was like infinite time to do whatever the heck I wanted to do, but alas, there be not. No such luck. I mean, I know I'll have a lot more time when I graduate. I have been job hunting a decent bit lately, and we'll see how that goes. I've had a couple places that have already told me, like, sorry, it's... nope. But, hey, one of these days I'll get lucky there. But yeah, it's a weird time in life. Mid-20s, graduating university, figuring out what the heck I'm doing in life here. Can I just find... is it the sample boss scene? Okay, that's not the right one, though. This one! Yeah! This is one of the things keeping me busy. This is what the bullet hell game looks like now. Looks a little bit different from the last time that I pulled it up on the stream and a stream. I'm working away at that a little bit. Just about a month and a half of university left to go. It's kind of the final push here. And then trip to the south, and more time. And then I'll figure out if I'm doing this gaming event in May, if I'm doing a 24-hour charity stream in May. Figuring things out for the next few months here. And yeah, I don't know. Remove the project folder somewhere readable and writable. Sorry. Sorry, Unity. I don't know. I'm kind of in debate here. Maybe that's something I'll just decide on my own time here. I should probably wrap up the night, though. It is getting late. I do want to be up at a decent hour tomorrow if I'm going to be doing, like, some stream stuff. If I'm going to try to beat something start to finish in one sitting, or if it's going to be a longer thing, I don't know. But it'll be one of the few games that was chat about here, most likely, I guess. So, yeah, I'm going to head on out of here for now. So... yeah, appreciate everyone who tuned in to another stream of Fire Emblem Fates. As this continues to go, we will continue, like, assembling this Master Sword, and it's gonna look pretty cool and stuff. And, yeah. So, until next time, when I'll probably have this pommel here glued together and start assembling more of the blade. While you were busy saving the world, I was practicing the blade. And all that. But, yeah. I'll stream something during the day, tomorrow, today, whatever the heck. And, yeah, I'll figure it out what the heck it is. I want to do something cool and special, but I'll figure it out. It'll be one of these games. Something or other. Don't know what yet. We'll see. So yeah, until next time, take care all, and see ya. Goodbye.